Namaste everyone, welcome to another yoga video with me, Betty.
And I.
In today's class, we're going to get our heart rate up.
And a lot of jumping.
And we'll get a little deeper into our hips. We hope you enjoyed the video. As always, comment below the video, send me a message if you have requests, questions, or just anything you would like to share. Thank you, enjoy. Namaste everyone. Let's begin at the front of our mat. I have Isla in the room with me here, so if you hear the rustling of paper, just know it's her. Standing at the front of your mat, palms at the heart center. Begin to bring your awareness to your breath. Maybe even rocking front and back on your feet so you can center your weight. Honoring this present moment, whatever was or will be, doesn't matter. This is your time, yours alone. Take your feet hips width apart. Slide your left arm down the left thigh. Inhale. Come into a side bend, reaching the right arm up overhead, keeping the chest open. Inhale, we'll switch sides. Exhaling, allowing the side body to open up. Inhale to center. Exhale, begin to dive forward. Keep your knees bent if you need to. You can just move in place here. Any movement that feels comfortable and intuitive. Inhale, lengthen, look ahead of you. Exhale, step back to plank. Find a nice strong plank. Pulling the belly in. Exhale. Come all the way down to your belly. Bring your fingertips to the corners of the mat. Tent them. Inhale, roll your shoulders back. Lift up for a mini cobra. Exhale, do that 2 more times. Inhale. Exhale. Last time, inhale, exhale. Bring your palms back by your ribs, tuck your toes. And as you exhale, either lift up to plank on your knees or on your toes. And exhale back to downward facing dog. Moving in place. You can bend your knees and reach your belly to your thighs. Today's practice is all about creating fire within the body, burning out toxins. Walk your feet to the front of the mat. Inhale, lengthen, hands on the shin. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, sweeping the arms up. Exhale, palms to the heart center, Tadasana. Let's take those side bends again. Exhale, bending to the left, opening up the right side body. Inhale to center, exhale, changing sides. Inhale to center, exhale, swan dive down. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, step or jump back to plank. Shifting forward, lowering down to your belly. Coming into those baby cobras, 3 of them. These have got to probably be my favorite version of cobra. From here, bend the right knee and then the left. Try and hold on to your ankles. If this doesn't work, then you can skip this part and just continue with the cobra. Inhale, lift the chest. Exhale, release. 2 more times. Inhale. Exhale. 1 more. Inhale. Exhale. A mini bow pose there. Exhale, push up straight to plank. Downward facing dog. You can always skip the plank and go straight to down dog if that works for you. Step, walk or jump on your next exhale to the front. Inhale, lengthen all the way up. We'll take the side bends again. Exhale to the side. Doesn't matter which side you want to start with, just go with it. Come back to center, lengthen there. 1 more time. Exhale, swan diving down. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, step or jump back to plank. Shift forward. Coming into those cobras again. From here, bend your knees, hold on to your ankles. Inhaling, lifting, upward facing bow. Exhale, lower. 2 more times. Inhale. Remember to squeeze the legs together so there's no tension in the lower back. When you're ready, exhale, push back to plank and down dog. Coming into our first cardio hip opening sequence. Exhale, shift to plank. We're going to bring the right knee into the chest and take it back in plank. The left, the right. You can go as slow, or if you want to speed this up, we're going to start moving into mountain climbers for 10, counting left and right as 1. When you're done with those, take your left leg outside the left hand. Watch the screen for this. You're going to drop onto the knife edge of your right foot. The left leg can walk out any amount away from you so that you come into a kind of a modified side plank. And you have an option to stay up here or to drop the hip down if you want to go deeper into this stretch. Adjust your left foot depending on how your hip feels. Let's move over to the right side. So bring the right leg outside the right hand. flip over to the knife edge of your left foot and come into this hip stretch. Staying up or sinking down. Inhale up, we'll take it back to plank. Let's move to go for 8 more mountain climbers. Left and right as one. Once again, coming into those hip stretches. You can see the pattern here. Up to plank and switching sides. Notice with every round if your hips start to release. Inhale back up to plank. Let's go for 6 mountain climbers. Left leg outside the left hand to a hip stretch in this kind of side plank position. Back up to plank, switching sides. Back up. Going for 4 mountain climbers now. So 8 in total if you're counting left and right as 2. Left leg to the outside. Inhale to center. Right leg to the outside with the right hand. To center. Last one here, 2 mountain climbers. And once again, those hip stretches. Inhale to center. I will switch legs. Inhale to center, step it back to plank and down dog. Exhale, shift to plank. You can move through a vinyasa now or come back and do those baby cobras again. So if you're moving through a vinyasa, you'll come down for your chaturanga, up dog, maybe a second chaturanga and take it back to down dog. We're preparing for our second cardio and hip opening sequence. We're going to cross the right knee to the left elbow, left knee to the right elbow, and so on. Going for 10, again counting left and right as 1. When you're done, bring the right knee to the left elbow and extend your right leg out to the left side and open up here in this fallen triangle kind of wild thing variation. Exhale, back to center, switching sides, left leg crosses over to the right side, opening up. You can even circle the arm here if that feels okay for you. Exhale, back to plank. Let's move for 8 of those crossed mountain climbers. Really using the obliques to drive this movement. And coming into fallen triangle with the right leg extended, back to center, fallen triangle on the other side. Don't worry if you get the lefts and rights confused, we are always doing both. Right, 6 of those crossed mountain climbers now. Fallen triangle. And switching sides. Back. 4. Let's go. Coming into fallen triangle. Once again, switching sides. Back to center. Last round for these 2 crossed mountain climbers. This fallen triangle or wild thing, you can even think of going into a reverse tabletop if you want to get a little deeper into your back bend. Play with any variation that's calling to you. Exhale, back to plank. Moving through our vinyasa. Oh, those baby cobras. Back to down dog. Let's drop the knees for a quick rest in child's pose. And take your hands back towards your feet to release the shoulders. Inhale, back up, and let's find down dog. Exhale to plank. Now we'll bring the left knee to the left elbow, slide it down to the wrist and slide it back up again. Same thing on the right side, sliding it up, down to the wrist and up to the elbow. That's it. You can go slower with these, but we're going for 10, counting left and right as 2. Because these are a little more challenging. From here, bring yourself all the way down to your belly. Extend your left leg out onto the floor with the knee bent. You can come up on your elbows or just rest your head down on the floor, whichever is accessible to you today. Your left knee can be bent, or you can straighten out the leg just to get a little deeper into the hip. Try and make sure the right and the left hip are both on the floor, so you're not lifting the left hip up. We'll switch sides. In my case, my leg is going over Isla, and she doesn't seem to mind. Back to center. Exhale, One straight line up to plank. We'll go for 8. Starting with the right side, sliding down and up, left, down, up, right, left, for 8. All the way down on the exhale. One more time. Left leg out to the side. You can choose to stay down or come up into this Sphinx variation. Switching sides. Exhale back up to plank, I think. Yes, to plank. 6 now. Sliding from the elbow to the wrist and back up. Take breaks if you need them. Pause the video. Exhale down. One more time. Hip stretches on the left and the right. And switch. Exhale, back up to plank. Readjust eye level, and we'll go for 4. Really drive this movement from the obliques. I know it can be quite intense. Exhale all the way down. Switching legs. Exhale back up to plank, and we'll prepare for our last round here. Just 2. And down to our hip stretch. Switching sides. Exhale back up to plank. Preparing to take our vinyasa or go straight back to down dog. You can skip vinyasas if the practice starts to get a bit too intense. Okay, from here we're going to step or jump to the outside, the hands in a squat. Place the hands down, straighten the legs as much as you can, keep a flat or a straight spine. Exhale down to squat, inhale up, exhale down, Inhale up. One more time. Exhale down. Inhale up. Your next exhale, drop down to a squat. Drop down on your bums and we'll roll back. Either you can stay with rolls or you can roll to squat. Roll to squat. You can skip the squats if you feel you can't get enough momentum to come up. From here, place the hands down, jump back to plank and down dog. We'll do that a few more times. That is 1 rep. Exhale to squat, straighten and down. Straighten, down, straighten, down. Next one, roll to squat 4 times in total. Place the hands down, jump back to plank and down dog. When you're ready, one more time, step or jump to squat. Straighten, down. 2 and down. 3 and down. 4 and down. Roll to squat for 4. To squat. 3. Squat. 2. Squat. Last one. 1. Squat. Hands come down. Jump back to plank. Down dog. I think we have 2 more rounds of this whole sequence. Jump to squat. 4 of the straight leg to squats. Rolling to squat or just rolling 4 times. Really use your glutes to help you come up in your squat, your glutes and core. Exhale, jump to plank, down dog. One last time. Squat, straighten. 3 more. Rolling for 4. Be aware of your neck. Make sure you don't strain your neck too much and that you tuck your chin during these rolls. Jump back to plank and down dog. Take a rest in child's pose, releasing the shoulders. Got one last cardio hip opening sequence. From here, come back to plank. Exhale, optional vinyasa. You can come down, take those mini cobras. Bending the knees, taking an upward facing bow for 3. Inhales. Exhales. Notice any differences now. I actually felt in this round I could lift my legs up a little higher. Exhale to plank Downward facing dog. Okay, let's come into plank. This is our last round. Bring the left leg to the outside of the left hand and step back to plank. Right to the outside of the right hand, step back to plank. Now you can continue with these steps, or you can transition into jumps. Use your core to jump. Make sure you land very soft. So we're going for 10 jumps, left and right, counting as 2. Then step the left foot to the outside of the left hand. Turn so you come into a side lunge, almost like a Cossack squat, but a little deeper. And back to plank. Right foot to the outside of the right hand. And find your squat. Make sure your toes and your knees are pointing in the same direction. Exhale to plank. Let's go for 8 of those jumps. This time starting with the right foot outside the right hand. Taking 8 jumps or steps. When you're ready, side lunge. Whichever leg you have forward. And changing sides. Back to plank. Starting with the left foot outside, going for 6 jumps. This time I'm just going to stay with whatever leg I've landed with and take that into a side lunge. And then switch legs. Starting with the right leg outside the right hand, going for 4 jumps. Side lunge. And switch. Taking it back to plank. Last one here, just 2 jumps starting on the left side and jumping. Side lunge. And switching sides. Back to plank. Option to take one last vinyasa or just rest in down dog. Or even child's pose. Bring your right foot between your hands. Drop the left knee down. We're coming into pigeon, so you're going to walk the right foot over towards the left wrist and center your hips as you start to drop them down closer to the mat. So you're not going to sit entirely on the right hip. And if this bothers your knee, you can come down onto your back and just place your right ankle on your left thigh. going to stay in pigeon. You can take any variation you want. You can see Isla has gone into a sleeping pigeon. And now I'm just walking my hands over to the left and right to get a little twist before I take the sleeping pigeon variation. Inhale and come on up. We'll take a quad stretch here, but this is completely optional. We'll take it from two angles. One is keeping the right hand down. You're going to reach your left hand back and hold on to your left foot or ankle. If this bothers your knee or is just inaccessible to you today, then skip this and remain in pigeon or the lying down variation of pigeon. The second variation is keeping the left hand down and reaching back with the right hand to hold on to the foot. Release that. We'll shift it back to downward facing dog and make some big circles with that right knee. You can also stack the right hip over the left by bending the knee if you want to get a little deeper. Exhale. Lower that leg down. We'll switch sides. So bring the left foot between the hands. Drop the right knee down. We'll come into pigeon on the left side. Again, taking the variation that works for you. Either keeping your hips centered here, or if this bothers your left knee, then come onto your back, place your left ankle on your right thigh. Inhale, come back up, and we'll take those quad stretches on this side. First, holding the right foot with the right hand. I'm just taking this into a twist where you hold the right foot with the left hand. Exhale, move it back to down dog. Make big circles with that left knee. You can even stack the left hip over the right, bending the knee and letting the foot drop back behind you. Like a scorpion. Exhale down. Drop the knees. And we're going to come into our puppy, walking the hands forward, dropping the chest down. Keeping the hips over the knees. Letting your chest or forehead rest on the mat, opening up through the shoulders and the upper back. Back to center, and we'll come into any seated position. Actually, no, not any seated position. You're going to cross your legs in front of you. This is the first option you can take, and we're going to go into a side stretch. So walking the left hand out to the left side and coming back into those side bends that we did in the beginning, but this time in a seated position. You can stay here or extend the left leg out and keep the right foot in close to your pelvis. I like to use my right hand as support for my head, and also makes me aware of where my chest is and stops it from collapsing inwards and keeps the ribs opening up to the ceiling. This is another variation. You can start to close the chest off and open it up again. So closing and reaching towards your left foot, opening up, reaching towards the left, opening the ribs up to the ceiling. One more time. Notice if this helps you go a little deeper. We'll change which leg is out in front, either in the cross-leg position or in this leg extended variation. Placing the left hand now behind the head. Really working to open up the left side of the body, opening up through the ribs. From here, we'll close the chest and open up. Few more of those. You can do as many as you like. They feel good. Noticing if your breath starts to release, if the sides start to open.
one more chest opening actually. Coming into a reverse tabletop with your hands pointing left and right, projecting your hips up to the ceiling. Again, the movement is driven from the glutes and with the squeezing of the shoulder blades. You can stay with the knees bent or extend the legs forward in a reverse plank. From here, come back down to sitting and lay yourself all the way down. Make yourself comfortable for Shavasana. You can stay in Shavasana for as long as you like, otherwise we'll come into a supine twist, taking the right knee over to the left side, keeping the right shoulder down. Inhale to center and switching sides. Left knee twisting to the right. Inhale into center. Roll yourself over to the left side. Support yourself up to any seated position. Bring our hands to our heart center, sealing the benefits of this practice with the Namaste. Thank you everybody for practicing with me today. I hope you enjoyed it. Have a great day.